Today we will discuss about the introduction of C programming, means the background, what is language, what is C language, what is the background of C language, like this. So what is a language? A language is a communication way or communicative way. It is used to communicate with each other. Say, for the human being, if we want to communicate, what are the needed things? First one, no doubt we need different alphabets, different words, and also different sentences. Then only we can communicate with each other. Say we want to communicate with English language, no doubt we need to know alphabets and different grammatical factors also. Say if we write like going am I. So going am I means nothing. So if we want to mean something, then I have to write it I am going. So these three words we have used in this case, but these three words must be placed at a particular manner, means at a particular structure. So for a communicative way, no doubt some language is required, and that language is having no doubt some grammar, and all the parameters of that language must be placed in a structured way. So what is language? Language is a set of words or instructions which are placed in a structured way and need to communicate with each other. Similarly, for the case of C language, we need the different instructions, we need set of programs, we need softwares, we need different predefined instructions. As a human being, if we want to communicate with the computer, then no doubt some language should be there. So what is computer language? It is a set of programs, softwares and predefined instructions which is used to communicate with computer. Next, coming why we need the different languages to communicate with computer. So this is two human beings. If we want to communicate with each other, we may use the different type of languages, say English, Bengali, Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, like this. Different languages might be used to communicate with each other. Now if we want to communicate with the computer, say this is the computer, in that case this type of language is not sufficient to communicate with the computer because computer does not know about these languages. If I talk with Bengali language, computer will not be able to understand the Bengali language. So which type of language is normally used or normally computer can understand? That is a binary language, means only computer can understand only 0 and 1. This binary language is normally called the machine language. So if we want to communicate with the computer, some means should be there so that we can send to the computer the different machine language or different binary instructions. Directly we cannot communicate with the computer. So what are the needed things? To communicate with the computer we need the different languages. The different languages we know: C, C++, Java, Python, .NET. These are the different languages. And these languages are normally high level languages. Using these languages, we may communicate with computer. Now, what are the needed things when we will use these languages to communicate with computer? We need to write the programming to communicate with the computer. So, there are different types of programming. In this case, say we are using the C programming. Here, this is a very simple statement, not the exact programming. When we will start the exact programming, then we will understand what are the different parameters or what are the rules and regulations should be used for writing the C program. Say A is having 10, B is having 20 and C is A plus B, means just we are adding two parameters and we want to get the result of this, means we want to print the value of C. So this is, say, the C programming. Now it is written in English, just English word, A, B, C, print, all are the English word or English sentence. So this type of English word or this type of English sentences or instructions with English alphabets are normally used for writing the C programming. These instructions also are not understandable by the computer because computer only knows 0 and 1, that is the machine language. So something should be there. We needed some compiler. Compiler is nothing but again a program or software which is normally used to convert this type of instruction. These instructions are normally called the source code. So this is the source code, which is normally English-like statement. This English-like statement need to be converted into the binary language, and for that case another application software is required, which is normally called compiler. What is the function of this compiler? Compiler converts this source code into the binary format. So if these are the source code, this compiler converts this into the binary format or the machine language. Ultimately this machine language will be the input of computer, and according to the instruction, according to the program, the computer ultimately will produce the output. So this is why we need to know the different computer languages. We need to know the computer language to communicate with the computer. Next, coming how interface is used. Say this is the end user. End user means user used computer for a particular application. Particular application means, say this is the computer which acts as ATM machine. So this is ATM machine. Now this is the end user. When we start to access the ATM machine, ATM tells us select the language, enter pin code, or which function you want to access, whether you want to deposit or you want to withdraw, like this. So according to desire or according to the expectation of the end user, he can use the ATM machine, and if everything is okay, he can take the amount or take the rupees from here if there is no problem. So in this case, everything is going on or everything is happening, and some background operation is also happened. Which are the background operation? This computer communicated with the server, communicated with the database. But how the computer is communicating with the server or communicating with the database, that information is not required for the end user. As an end user, it is not required to know how this computer is communicating with the different background applications. But if any problem happens in this ATM machine, then what the end user normally does? End user will inform the manager, and manager then will inform another person who is the programmer. What is the function of this programmer? This programmer will provide some application here. This application might be the OS or might be any other type of application, which is normally used as an interface, and the basic function of this interface is to make the whole system easy to access by the user. So what is the interface? Interface is nothing but the application which is normally installed by the programmer or normally written by the programmer, so that user can easily access ATM machine. Main function of this interface or application is to make the whole system easy so that the user can access the computer or access the full system. So this is interface. Next, coming to what are the different types of application in computer language. Mainly there are two types of application. One is the standalone application, another one is web application. What are the features of standalone application? Normally this type of application must be installed in our computer. Say if we want to run any MP4 file, means or video file, then we must install VLC player or KM player or similar type of this. No need to install the application for the case of web applications. So web applications are those applications which are not needed to install into the computer. Say Facebook. If we want to use the Facebook, we do not need to install it. Standalone applications are compatible with single operating system. Say that VLC, which is applicable for Windows, the same VLC player is not applicable or is not suitable for Mac operating system. So every standalone applications are compatible for a single operating system. But for the case of web applications, they are independent of operating system. Independent of operating system means in any operating system those might be used. Giving the example, say Facebook, Gmail, IRCTC, YouTube, Google, these are not dependent on operating system. Say I am using mobile, the operating system of mobile is Android. Anyone from you using the computer which is having Windows operating system, So he can access the same Facebook. Another one say he is using the Mac operating system, he can use the same Facebook. There will have no problem. Means this Facebook, Gmail, IRCTC, YouTube, Google, these are independent of operating system. Means any operating system, in any operating system this might be used. So these are web applications, these are standalone applications. So two feature, standalone application must be installed into the computer, otherwise we will not be able to use it. Standalone applications fully depend on a particular operating system. For web application, no need to install that application into the computer or into the system, into the device. It is totally independent of OS. So next coming, how the different files, different softwares or different applications are dependent on particular operating system. Say we have used text file having the extension txt. Say the name is abc.txt. Now if we want to run this text file into the VLC or by using the VLC player, it will not be possible. Similarly, say we have .mp4 file. If we want to run this .mp4 file by using the notepad, it will not be possible. So for running this text file, what we need the notepad. If we want to run the mp4 file, we need VLC or other this type of applications. Means having a particular extension, a particular type of application or software is required to run. Any other type of application is not suitable to run that type of extension or that type of file. Say Windows is a particular operating system. Windows is suitable to run the application which is having .exe. Only this type of files can be possible to run in Windows operating system. If we want to run or if we want to use Mac, then the files having .dmg, only this type of files are applicable to run on Mac operating system. Similarly for the case of Linux, it is .rpm or .tar like this. So from this discussion we can understand that for a particular type of file, particular type of operating system is required. Any other type of operating system are not suitable. Say .dmg, this type of file are not suitable to run on Windows operating system, or Windows operating system cannot run the files having .dmg, .rpm or .rar, this type of files. From this we can understand that the different files, different softwares and applications are fully particular operating system dependent. Next, the different examples, which applications or softwares are standalone application, which applications are web application. C, C++, Java, .NET, Android, etc. Say these are the different applications. For the case of C, C++, C hash like this needs to be installed into the computer. So the program which are normally needed to install, those programs are standalone applications or standalone languages. And C, C++, no doubt platform dependent. Platform dependent means operating system dependent. For a particular C software which will run in Windows, the same C software cannot be run in Mac or Linux. So this C, C++, this is completely standalone application. Now for the case of Java, .NET and Android, these are platform independent. As this is platform independent, so no doubt it is web application. At the same time we need to install, so it is again in the category of standalone. So this Java, .NET, Android, etc. these are standalone application as well as web application. But for the case of Google, Facebook, these are purely web application. Platform dependency. Say if we use the Windows operating system, all the applications or program must have .exe extension. So when we will use the C programming, we must install C software which must have .exe. When we will download the C.exe software, what will be there? There will be so many sub programs or sub applications. Main sub program or sub applications are the compiler and the different libraries. Inside this C.exe, no doubt the corresponding compiler should be there, as well as different libraries should be there. Function of compiler is to convert source code into the machine language, and these are different libraries which are having different header files. This compiler or library file will be used only in the Windows operating system. In no other operating system these files or this software will be used or might be used or can be used. Similarly, if anyone of us is using the Mac operating system, he must download a software which is having .dmg extension. It will have the compiler as well as the library, but this compiler and this library functions only suitable in the Mac operating system. This compiler or library cannot be used in the Windows operating system. So this is completely platform dependent. A little more about this. What is source code? The program which we will write using the different English-like statement, those are the source code. This is the addition program. When we will write this program, we will save it as .c extension. So when we will use this source code into the Windows operating system, the Windows operating system no doubt have the Windows compatible compiler. This compiler will produce a particular file which is the executive file, and as the name here is add.c, it will produce as a output which is add.exe. Now when this add.exe will be run, it will run only in Windows machine, cannot be run in Mac or Linux operating system. Similarly, when the same source code, that is add.c, will pass through the Mac compiler, it will produce a particular file. The extension of that file is .dmg. We can run this file only in Mac operating system. This file cannot be possible to run into the Windows operating system or Linux operating system. So what we discussed here, we have discussed why we need to know the computer language, what is interface, different type of applications like standalone application, web application, example of different web application, example of different standalone application, and also the platform dependency. C, C++ need to be installed and platform dependent, so can be used to develop only standalone application. Java, .NET need to be installed, so standalone application. Again, these are platform independent, so used to develop web application also. Java, .NET are mainly used to develop enterprise level of applications like bank, insurance, etc. C, C++ are mainly used for embedded system programming, and gaming libraries are available in C++. So all gaming applications are developed by using C++ language.